right, she's coming in. All right, Natalie. Natalie, I'm going to let you introduce yourself while Blossom's coming in. And I'm going to look down at my phone and see the chat messages.
Yes, I can see the messages as well. Welcome from frisky, fresh Sydney, where I am not a morning person and I also overslept. So I'm not only not a morning person, but I'm not a stretched and exercise person this morning. So if you hear some funny bones squeaking, these are mine because I didn't get a chance to stretch. So welcome. I didn't happen to know of Zoe personally, but I am honored to be here today and just dedicate this session to her and just honor her memory in whatever way I can, and we can all, together. So thank you for having me, Violet.
You're very welcome. And Blossom, we're so
Um,
happy you made it.
yes, hello, Blossom.
Hello.
I love that.
I just
Um,
have to make a grand entrance.
yes,
And,
that's
and I am
right.
so sorry I could not
Fashionably
see the
late.
chat, so I didn't see your messages. And then I saw you
Oh,
tried to call me and I wanted to answer, and I was trying to do both.
But
So
Blossom, you've got to do better. Do you remember that session when I arrived like literally an hour late because I didn't get there? So I'm sorry, you're fashionably late, but not as late,
yeah,
and
me
you're
too.
not as fashionable as I was. That's
Yeah,
the cheeky
yeah,
I'll,
yeah.
difference.
I'll, I will try to, I will try to beat your record. I mean, I will.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, I was waiting on another Zoom link, the musician one.
Oh,
Yes, I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and
that
what's
makes
going
sense.
on?
So I knew
And
it. I
suddenly
said,
I
she's
realized
always here early. And because
I
I don't have
was
my
waiting
email
at
open,
the
I
wrong
didn't
link.
see.
Oh, and then I panicked and had to find. Anyway, I'm here. Good morning, everybody. Are we introducing?
Yes, please introduce yourself. I'm trying to see the chat messages. I see some of them on my
Yeah, but I
phone.
don't think it seemed to have stopped now.
Yeah, it seems to have stopped for me too. I saw Melanie saying she could see. I saw Peter saying hello. Let's see. Yeah, and then that's it. And then my last message is from Brenda, says, "Hi Violet times two, sweet dreams to Zoe." So, like I said, continue sharing in the chat. Sometimes if I leave and come back, not here, not the live, but on the phone, the messages will reappear. So I
Yeah.
will keep trying that because I would love to see everybody's messages. So
So
yes,
Blossom, I'll just finish saying who I am, and then I'll hand over the baton to you so you can say who you are.
who are
So I
you?
am, yeah, who are you? Ooh,
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 ooh, ooh.
ooh, ooh.
Um,
Carly and
so
I are going to be doing karaoke lives soon.
oh wow, okay, I'll be there. I'll be there to make sure that we scare people with my voice anyway. All good. So I am in Sydney, and I again I have to think of who I am. Um, I I help people going through transition find themselves, and I do a whole range of modalities. So I do live readings on Insight Timer. I've also started to do more like teaching talks, and I had one last night. I have a group called Where Astrology Meets Oracle Cards because I'm a very keen astrology enthusiast, and I believe it brings us a lot of insight. So I do that as well, and I am a Reiki healer, and I also am an intuitive jewelry designer. So I work with gems and metals, and I create pieces that are really energy work. And so this is who I am. And over to Blossom.
Thank you, Natalie. Hello, everyone. I just tried to send a message to the chat, but I can't see it. So
No, I refreshed. I exited the app on my phone and came back in, and I saw where you wrote testing chat. But the
oh, you did.
problem is you have to keep doing that continually to see the
Oh,
chat, and it gets tiring.
it is too. Hello, good morning, everyone from sunny Sydney, Australia. My name is Blossom Violet. I play improvisation piano, and I go live 3 times a week. And I don't pre-plan what I play. It's all improvised, and it's such a joy to be here on Insight Timer to be sharing music with you. And over to you, Violet. Thank you.
Okay, so I looked at the chat again, and once again, I don't see anything refreshing. But like I said, feel free to share your memories of Zoe if you like in the chat, because my hope is that at some point the chat will reappear. And if not, we're going to continue as we had planned. And we are going to start with Natalie, who's going to do her intuitive reading for us.
Okay, so today we've had like two big astrological stroke lunar events. We had the Jupiter getting in Cancer on the 9th, so earlier on in the week, and we've just had the full moon in Sagittarius. So I thought I would pull messages for the second half of June and just to sort of see what we can expect. So I'm going to start by pulling a affirmation card from the Daily Light affirmation deck from Joanna Hunter, and then we'll dive in and pull in a few more cards and see what else we are meant to hear about the energy. Oh, this one wanted to come of the second half of June. And the card is, I always have enough time to do everything I want with ease, flow, and grace. So that sense of, I believe that the energy is due to June has been mellow, but all about sort of getting ahead, but in a softer way. I feel that the energy is going to speed up. So it's reminding us not to get frantic and frenetic, and just to sort of to stay nice and calm, and just to keep ourselves on track in terms of what we've started. Then I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Time Travelers Oracle from Denise Lynn, because I believe that there is a huge shift in timelines at the moment between and there's no right, no wrong, people just traveling at different speed, doing different things. And it's like we all on the same train platform, and we're waiting for trains, but they're traveling at different speeds. So let's find out a little bit more. Second half of June for all of us. What do we need to hear? Okay, let's pull a couple of cards. The first card is the card of creativity. So very creative time at the moment. Jupiter, planet ruling Sagittarius, and we've just had the full moon in Sagittarius, is super happy in Cancer, because it's exalted. So it's super happy. It can really create, encourages creativity, expansion from a place of feeling nurtured, feeling like you're giving yourself self-care, and feeling just really natural. So that goes super well with the affirmation card of always having enough time to do whatever we want with ease, joy, and flow. And the card of peace. So, a lot of inner peace, a lot of, I love how, that monk, I believe he is, has just like a halo around the head, and it just feels like it's our aura just really settling in and just feeling very much present, and helping us to sort of just be well within, nurture ourselves, and just work and walk in a world with that, from a place of serenity and inner peace. Then, because we are going to have in a second half of June on the 25th, the new moon in Cancer, and it's a water sign, I thought I would use the healing waters oracle from Rebecca Campbell, and then we can just pull a couple of cards to see what this new moon is likely to bring to us. So there we go. So the first card is plunge, and it says, don't hold back, it's time, go for it, dive in. And I'm loving it because I think more and more after shedding and releasing for the first 5 months of the year, getting rid of what no longer resonates, really seeing it, saying goodbye, ciao. We are now really asked to work, first of all, from a place of joy, from, to follow the path of joy, whatever we feel we lose ourselves into, and creativity wise as well. That's very, much in the limelight, but plunging is basically your guide saying to all of you, come on, if there's something that you've been meaning to do, to try, to learn more of, now is the time to do it. And just to sort of reiterate, it's super interesting because we have plunge, and this is stagnant waters. And it says feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So definitely spirit confirming here. To get out of your stagnant waters, you've just got to dive in and just go, and just, try whatever you've been meaning to try for a long time. You are needed. And then I'm going to finish by just using Colette Baron Reid, the Spirit Animal Oracle, just to give us a couple of cards, just to finish on the energy of the second half of June. Okay, beautiful. So we have the Sandpiper Spirit, and it says, be playful. So very much the joy, the inner child, the sense of just trying new things, and not taking yourself too seriously, because then you get in your head and then you stop yourself from really, doing what you want to do, because you start to reason. So just follow the play, the joy. And then the second card is the Beaver Spirit. And it's about laying a solid foundation. So knowing that great things always start with a sense of what if, and play and joy. And then from there, you end up with, before you know it, creating something brand new in your life that might just bring huge aha and downloads and breakthrough moment. So these were my cards for the second half of June, Violet. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a great reading. I was playing with the chat still. And if you exit and enter, you can read one line at a time. So that's probably not going to work for the long term. But I am looking down. I refresh every now and then so that I can see some of the comments. So thank you, everyone who has joined us today. And while Carly is doing her beautiful picture, I'm going to let either Blossom or Matt, whoever would like to start, play for us. And the rest of you are welcome to journal, hang out, do whatever you want, take a nap. Matt and Blossom, which one of you would like to play first? Love it. They're so polite. Matt, get us started.
I am honored to be here. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. You sound great.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, the bass.
Sounds good.
Hi, how are you? Hello to everyone in the chat, or not in the chat, I should say. So yeah, Blossom messaged me late last night, or I should say early this morning, and explained to me what was going on and with Zoe Hart. and I think she knows where my heart is regarding things like these. She asked me to sing a song that I wrote for one of my friends called Paralyzed. And she writes in the chat that I know you don't have to do it because I know you wrote it for Mallory. I know it's this emotional song, but the song Paralyzed, originally when I began to piece it together from the beginning, the genesis of it, I should say, there was a string in the late 2000s of funerals that I was going to, where it was like once a month, it was a funeral. Oh, this month, December, January, another one. And it just felt like I was going to back to back to back to back funerals every single month. And it was just so draining, you know, when your loved ones are passing away and your friends. But at every single funeral, no matter where it was, they would always sing one song, and I know you can guess what song it is. Amazing Grace. At every single funeral, right? That's just the song. It's the soundtrack of the funeral soundtrack. And so by the time I had gone to about maybe 6 or 7 funerals, I was just thinking to myself, they gotta have another song, right? There's gotta be another song. But that was the hit, it was the one. And so I started singing this thing where I would just go, you know, since you left me, I've been paralyzed. And basically what people would do is they would just kind of give me facts about their friends, their loved ones who had died. So that, you know, if it was their uncle, they say uncle was 52 years old and he liked to surf, or he liked to do this, watch this was his favorite movie, and I would just kind of do, you know, throw that into a song, you know, like Uncle Joe liked to surf and watch Godfather, or whatever it was, and then we would always just go back to that. Since you left me, I've been paralyzed. So it was basically just this song that we would sing. And then finally, when Mallory died in 2013, we sat down with their family and friends, and everybody was in this room, and they were just kind of like in this kind of haze, and they just asked me to sing it. And then the words started flowing, and I think that's just what became the song. That was the final. That was it. After that, there was no other reiterations. It was just that one. So. Blossom, I appreciate you asking me, and I appreciate you being hesitant about, you know, me mixing it up with Zoe, but it really is just a song that I love to sing for anyone who's lost someone. And I see Zoe here, you know, dressed in her white, looking so beautiful. And like you can see the energy kind of just really shoots out of the screen to me of this, I don't know, this essence, this embodies that this, what is it? Is it heart energy? So we know she's doing all right. Zoe Hart is your night. 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 wish you well. All of your pain is gone. All of your pain is gone away. All of your pain is gone. All of your pain is gone away. Zoe Hart is your night. Zoe Hart is your night. I know. Zoe Hart is your night. Let your heart be light. Will you remember me for all of eternity? 'Cause I will remember you if you remember me too. Will you remember me for all of eternity? 'Cause I will remember you if you remember me too. Zoe Hart is your night. Zoe Hart is your night. Zoe Hart is your night. Zoe Hart dressed in white. Wish you well. I wish you well. Wish you well. I wish you well, well, well. I wish you well. Wish you well. And I wish you peace. I wish you peace. Wish you peace. All of your pain is gone. All your pain's gone away. 'Cause Zoe Hart is your night. Let your heart be light. Zoe Hart is your night. Zoe Hart dressed in white. And will you remember me and all of eternity? 'Cause I will remember you if you remember me too. Will you remember me for all of eternity? 'Cause I will remember you if you remember me too. A ray of memories will always be eternal shades of what we used to be. I was comatose that day we died. Since you left me, I've been paralyzed. You're my sun, my moon, my stars, my sky. And you're my April, May, my June, July. You're the reason why I sing tonight. Since you left me, I've been paralyzed. Earth so heavy yet still floats in space. Your gravity pulls me to your embrace. When I sleep, I dream, I see your eyes. Since you left me, I've been paralyzed. 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 Earth will crumble and this world will fade, and all the waters they will wash away, and all the creatures in this world will die. But since you left me, I've been paralyzed. Your colors pour over our lives. Your ray of life invades mankind. I know you fought with all your might. Now all your pain is pushed aside. You will always exist. You're my yellow dove, forever missed and always loved. You're my jingle, my tune, my nirvana in bloom. The last thing that I'd rather do is live a life without you. Ooh, I'm stuck.
So beautiful.
Okay, we're back.
Thank you, Matt. That was beautiful.
Thank you for having me. Rest in peace, Zoe Hart.
Thank
Send
you
that
for,
energy all the way up.
thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your beautiful music with us. And as we were saying before, I know some new friends have joined us. We are doing our monthly session in memory of Zoe, and we are experiencing a chat glitch where we can't see the comments. You can see them if you keep exiting and entering the app, which, takes a little bit of work. I've been popping in and out just to see if I've missed anything and just kind of trying to catch up on the chat. I don't think that it was Inside Timer's fault, though. I know a couple of people are upset with them right now. There was a Google server issue, and the reason I know that is because it affected me at work as well. So I'm sure whatever the problem is, hopefully it'll be back to normal soon. But I know a lot of the lives are having the same problem where they can't interact in the chat. Fortunately for me, I'm with 4 other people, so I can interact with them. And like I said, I can on my app on the phone keep kind of refreshing so that I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, Blossom, we're going to put you on the spot because now it's your turn to play.
Can I just quickly say, because I was going to put it in the comments, but there's no point because no one can see it. Matt, I'm sitting here like trying not to bawl my eyes out. That was
I know.
the most beautiful and profound moment, I think, ever. So I just wanted to say that your gift that you share, don't ever stop.
Please.
Don't ever stop, brother. Like, honestly, it's just, you've got this way of touching so deep within somebody's soul. It was really, really beautiful. And it took a lot for me to like concentrate on what I was doing and not just sit here bawling my eyes out. So yeah.
What
so thank
she
you.
said. Exactly. Beautiful. Really beautiful. And Carly, your picture is coming out amazing. I want a copy of that when you're done with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it like slow and intentional because I really want to put the energy into it.
And
So
you
yeah,
are. I feel it. It's
I'm trying to,
beautiful.
and I'm
Yeah.
keeping it simple. Like, her tutu.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give her some wings, got her pink hair, and she's in the clouds, she's watching us, she's here. So yeah.
Beautiful. Go ahead,
That's so
Blossom.
beautiful. Yeah. Love it, Kali. Very beautiful. And Matt, thank you so much.
Amazing.
So much for coming. Last night, it just came to me. I have to
It came
invite
to
Matt.
her. She came to me. I went to you. We were going around.
And
I
he's
appreciate
here.
it. Thank
He's
you.
here. That
Thank
was
Thank you
so
you.
for reaching
beautiful.
them out
Thank
to
you.
me.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah,
All right,
it's been one of those weeks where it was like Brian Wilson, it was Sly Stone, it was
Right?
a lot of energy sent this week. So I think you honestly, it was perfect timing for you to reach out to me because this week I'm really in that space. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
A lot of angels have gotten their wings this week for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get ready now.
Just amazing, like always, amazing.
Rest in peace, Zoe. Love you all. Love you, Zoe.
Beautiful. Someone had recommended that we play one of Zoe's tracks. I'm going to try. I've not done this successfully before, so it may not work, but I did share her last track in the chat, which, like I said, ironically was about dealing with grief. I noticed she uploaded it last year. It was the last track that she had uploaded. And it's a beautiful track. So I highly recommend that people save it and listen to it. And hopefully at some point Insight Timer will continue to forward the donations and things that she gets on her profile. So we're definitely encouraging people to listen to her tracks and send donations or whatever they want to do, which will eventually get to her family. In the meantime, a friend of hers did start a GoFundMe, and you can find that link in my teacher's profile. Blossom has also shared it in her teacher's profile. So, definitely continue to do that. And I did pull up one of her tracks. Bear with me. I'm going to try. It's on another place. It's from another place, but I'm going to try and play it here.
Can everyone else hear it?
You might hear it if you go to the app.
The audio sounds broken up.
Okay, then I will stop the audio.
Would you like me to have a go at it from my XSplit?
Yes, please. I'm going to stop it.
Yeah, you might have to. Are you? Did you click original sound for musicians on?
I did not.
Sometimes that's just.
Oh no, did I cause an echo? All right, my apologies. I don't think that worked, but Blossom's going to try.
Fantastic.
Awesome, Blossom. Thank you so
Wow.
much. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Just going back through the chat here, trying to see what I can catch. Yeah, she's got a lot of nice tracks. I was going through her stuff yesterday, and that's how I found the one. Well, this week I found that one that I'm sharing in the chat. And I'm reading a lot of really nice comments about her as well in the chat. I wish everyone could see them. And I think we're going to ask you, Matt, if you'd like to play another song for us while Carly continues to do her beautiful art.
I'm so sorry, but I have to run. I was gonna try to
Oh, no, no,
sneak
no,
out.
no, no,
Just
no, that's
like,
fine. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You did tell me. Yes, you did. Yes.
I would
Thank
love
you.
to,
No, thank you
obviously,
for being here.
but
I was about
I
to say I'm
appreciate you.
finished. I was about
You're
to say I'm
finished?
finished anyway.
All righty.
Oh my gosh, but I appreciate you so much. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this amazing, oh my God, this energy that you sent up to Zoe is timeless. Oh my God, boundless. This is amazing. I'm so happy to be a part of it. And I know that she received it. So thank you so much for having me and to be a part of this.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And go ahead,
Thank
go
you,
do what you
Matt.
need to do. Thank you for coming. I know your schedule was very tight, and I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Matt.
Hey, I wrote a poem last night to add to my page. Once this is completely dry, can I read it out, Violet?
Please, Kent, you don't even have to ask. Please read it.
All right, it's very short. It says, for Zoe, obviously. She grew her wings and took to flight, a rhythm pulsing in the night. Still she plays, though we can't see, a beat that lives in you and me. I'm going to add that to the page here.
Love it. And that picture is absolutely gorgeous.
The only thing I've got left to do is just like enhance the edging of this. I should have painted white underneath first before I put the feathers on, but I didn't. So, but this
Love the
is quite
feathers.
thick, these feathers, so I've got to wait for them to dry. So I'll probably have to finish that part tomorrow. So, and then I'll probably just add some stars maybe to the outside as well. But I'm pretty much done. Like I wanted to keep it simple, profound, and highlight the things that we knew about her, which was her pink hair, that beautiful tutu. And I made it green because in the top of her dress on her picture, it looks like there's some green in there, and I wanted it to really stand out. Even though the tutu part is white in her picture, I wanted it to stand out on the page. So
I actually love that.
yeah, and I added, I know it's hard to see on the video, obviously, but I've added gold highlights into her dress as well.
Oh,
Because...
I can see it. It's gorgeous.
So yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm going to read some of the comments too. I refreshed here a little. Carolina says her life her lives have always lifted my mood, especially the days I felt down. Jessica writes, beautiful Carly. And Annika's been in tears the whole time. Annika, I'm sorry that we're making you cry a lot today. Anna writes, beautiful poem and painting, Carly. And Annika writes, outstanding, you guys, so deeply touching. You made it perfect. Good. I'm glad to hear that. But I'm very happy that we could do this. And Madeline wrote, it was 1:11 a.m. here the moment Carly finished the poem. I love that.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Blossom, since Matt had to leave, would you like to play again?
Would you like me to play a little bit more?
I would love that.
Okay.
Like you have to ask.
And thank you, and thank you again for doing the tech and being able to play her song. You are, I'm gonna say it, you are a badass.
For a change.
Always.
I'm so glad that the software is working. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, I'm gonna play something. How much time do we have?
You have as much time as you want. Let's see, we've been on for about an hour, or a little over an hour.
Okay. All right.
I'm not hearing you, Blossom. You were muted.
Yes, I was. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Rest in
Beautiful.
peace, Zoe.
Beautiful as always. I was just reading through the chat, and one of the messages was it would be nice to see Carly's picture up on Insight Timer next to Zoe's picture, and I agree. That picture is amazing. I can't believe how quickly you've done all that too.
No, thank you. I want to make, I was going to, for some reason, I already had this background sort of made, and I wanted to use this piece of this part in my book, but I wanted this to be darker because I want to put some stars in here. And then I just had this thought, once this is completely dry, I'm actually going to create almost like a halo of white around here. So I'll make this like really glow, so she glows around the outside, but I'll have to wait for that to completely dry. And then make this a little bit darker right around the edges and put some stars on. So, but I wrote my poem on here, although my ink pen didn't seem to like the texture of my page very well. So it's not the neatest, but it's on there. So
Look, it looks good. It looks fabulous.
so yeah,
So
I'll make her
beautiful.
glow more. More. Always more. But thank you for holding space for this beautiful ceremony today for Zoe, and you know, being able to connect in with the people, even though I couldn't see their comments because my phone is my webcam, so I couldn't keep going in and out
Yeah.
on my phone.
Yeah.
So
And you literally have to go in and out for every comment.
yeah, I was doing it on Jordan's phone before, but then I was like, no, I'm focused on what I'm doing. So
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that when you're doing other things. Marcy writes she loves it with the poem. And I'm just scrolling back. It's hard to catch the messages because I'm getting them kind of bits and pieces here and there. Oh, Madeline,
yeah,
yes. Madeline pointed out Saturday, June B is doing her live for Zoe,
yeah.
and it's 11:33 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So that's the UK time zone. I don't know Greenwich Mean Time. I confess, but I think I saved that card. I've been playing with these cards. June B's, here it is. It's 6:33 a.m. my time. Let me see if I can look. It worked. I'm loving these cards.
I haven't used them yet. I keep forgetting. I remember as soon as I get off my live.
Well, let me show you what else I did, ladies, because I wanted to share your profiles as well. I did that too. Well, actually, I couldn't share your profile, but I could share your next live.
Ah,
And there is
look at that.
fancy.
Fancy.
There's Carly's next live. I'm going to hesitate while everybody clicks that they're attending. Then I also have
Jordan's on.
Who's on?
No. That next one, Messages from the Universe, is with Jordan. Me and Jordan. He doesn't get on very often, and people are like, "We want to see Jordan." So I'm like, "Okay." And then Jordan says to me, "What do you mean you made it early on a Sunday morning?" I'm like, "Well, that's what happens."
That's Saturday night for me. I'm hoping I can catch it, although I'm not sure because I'm going to be with the kids this weekend, but I'm going to try. I'll sneak in there.
Sneak in.
And here is Blossom's next live, which for me is tomorrow at 8 p.m. So Blossom, I probably will not be at that one because I'll be in Pennsylvania with the grandbabies.
Oh, enjoy.
And thank you for sharing June
Oh,
B's
I didn't know
live.
we can share other teachers' promotional
You know what?
cards.
I found that out by mistake. I was searching for a track and I got a whole bunch of other teachers' things. It's not like it's kind of hit or miss. I kept trying to search for certain things, and some of them, even if I typed in exactly as it was, it wouldn't come up. But the events worked. It showed me all your next events. Here
Oh,
is
lovely.
Natalie's next event, which for me is June 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, I was excited about that. I was
I
like,
love
wow.
how that when you post it though, it shows the time and date for the person watching.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
right.
on mine it says it's June 16th, 10 a.m. for Natalie,
Yes.
which is great because, and I'm not trying to convert your time, even though you're the one that's posted the
Ah.
card, it automatically does it for the watcher. That's great.
Exactly, because I'm terrible with the time zones. People will ask me what that is in other time zones, and I'm like, oh, I gotta look
All
it
I
up.
know is that if it's my morning, it's your night. If it's your night, it's my morning. That's the only part I
Yeah.
know.
Oh wait, I just saw Annika wrote that you're where in PA are you, Annika? I'll keep refreshing my app. I am going to. I hope I say this right. My kids always pick on me because I don't say it's Kutztown, PA is where they live, which is not far from Dorney Park, which I know if you're in PA, you probably know where Dorney Park is. Marcy writes, Jordan and Carly together, the intuition is off the charts. That's for sure. That's going to be an awesome one. That's why I hope. Oh, Annika, you're in Stroudsburg. Wow, you are not far from me at all. I know exactly where that is. Wow. Isn't that crazy how some of us are like nearby and we don't even know it? Yeah, I'm over an hour away. Yes, I am. Wow, that's awesome. All right, let me refresh and see what else I missed here. Marcy writes, they're my favorite. I'm assuming you're referring to Jordy. Jordy. I'm I'm combining Jordan and Carly.
He
You are
gets
now
it all the time.
you are
He
now
gets
known as Jordy.
That's fine.
It's like what was it, Brad Pitt and Brangela, you know? You're Jordy.
Brangelina.
Brangelina.
Brangelina or something, yeah. I'm
Yes.
gonna try to ditch my webcam so I can get into
The chat. I know.
chat to see whether I can see stuff from my side on my phone now. Because it's not on my working on my iPad. But
Okay,
live.
what else can I share? Oh, here, I did save a couple other things. Our next, oh, I have to tell you, Carly and I have something new. We're starting in the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July in the US. I know nobody else outside the US, I don't think, celebrates the 4th of July. We're not celebrating the 4th of July, though. We're doing an intuitive cafe, and it's going to be just me and
Super
Carly.
exciting.
We're just going to be playing around because I said to her, we need to do something fun. I'm a huge goofball because I have, I don't know, 60 Oracle decks, and I don't know. I'm not like an intuitive card reader. I'm not like Natalie, who's, amazing and intuitive. So I said to Carly, I need to learn. And the only way we can learn is if I practice. So I'm practicing on Insight Timer with Carly. We're just going to have fun. We're going to do card pulls. We're going to do
I'm so
whatever.
excited.
Yeah. So that's premiering July 4th. Did that card come up? Oh, it did work. Okay, good.
Oh, I better click attend event seeing I'm going to be there.
Yeah, please be there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I've got June B's live information up there, but I think it's too small for everyone to see.
I can put it down there again, but I wanted to also share our musicians collaboration is coming up next week, and we're excited about that too. Blossom is handpicking musicians to invite, and the ones who've been able to accept are Matt, Carolyn, who else?
That's Matt Moore, Zizix.
Right, Matt, Carolyn. Isn't there somebody else? Oh, Juan.
Juan Dahik, yes, and Carolyn
Dahik.
Williams.
Yes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. One thing I love about being able to do this OBS and Zoom stuff is that I get to hang out with everybody. So I'm not a musician, but I get to hang out with them, and that's going to be next week. I'm really looking
Yes.
forward to that as well. So Natalie, could we bother you for another reading for us?
Of course, I've been very quiet because
You're doing some serious
interestingly,
journaling over there, right?
yes, all of his beautiful honoring of Zoe's memory is unleashed. I have 3 children, and 2 of my 3 children are engaged in warfare, emotional warfare that has been going on for a long time. And interestingly, that's I've been putting cards and I've been getting so many insights. So this is why I've been actually feeling quite emotional. So maybe I don't know if it's because Zoe had 2 children as well, that's come forth, but that's why I've been head down and just writing. So soaking it all in, soaking in. Blossom's beautiful music always allows me to go so much deeper in my journaling. So, and obviously
Yes.
Carly, oh my God, that no word for this beautiful, beautiful painting of Zoe. So I didn't know her, but
The talent is
it
amazing.
just looks angelic and it just looks so powerful, just beautiful. So very beautiful. Now, my lovely
Eh,
Violet,
eh,
what would you like me to pull in particular on?
let's see. How about, well, we're in the middle of June, maybe some overall for the full moon we just had.
Okay, so more on the on what could unfold for the rest of June.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And I can't wait. You kept that one quiet about having 60 decks.
Oh gosh, yeah, they're all like I have a shelf next to me just filled with
God,
decks.
I'm
And
going to have to
I
count mine and see who wins the competition because I reckon I've probably got
I
just as
think
many.
I think you will win, Carly. I think you do have more than I do because I have seen your stash.
I have
And
about 90. So,
wow,
and
well, I went last week when I was away for my birthday, I walked into a metaphysical shop that I love, and my husband comes in behind me and says to her, "Whatever she wants, it's on me." I said, "Well, I'm gonna now I have to." Like I was just browsing, but I was like, now I have to shop. So I came home, I said I was not going to get any more decks, and I came home with a few more. So I said to Carly, I need to learn how to use these decks, and we need to have fun, and that's what we're going to do.
so do you use them mainly for yourself at the moment? Is this what
I,
it is?
I use them for myself. I use them for my journaling. I love to just shuffle them and pull one out and look at them. I don't know, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I just love to play with them.
Yeah, I see them very much as works of art, as well as um, the original way that they allowed me really to tap into my intuition and to really bring, and obviously to bring messages for others and all of that. But I just I get a lot by exactly what you said, just shuffling them and sharing them and diving in. So what is your favorite one? I know I'm going off tangent,
I
Violet, here,
no,
but
no, I'm turning around to look to see there's one I just got, and of course I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's so beautiful. It's called When Women Had Wings.
wow.
It is spectacular. It was in this shop, and I swear it called me. Like I was standing there looking at it, and I was like, I have to have it.
Yeah, yeah,
Let,
they often do. Yeah,
let me
yeah.
just show you. These
So it's
cards are so beautiful.
interesting because I have obviously I use my, and that's been my excuse, which I'll continue using for getting more decks. But obviously I use mine a lot. But I also have some that I don't know if you feel that Violet, and maybe Carly also, she's got. I have some that are for me only because um, I don't know, there's just something about them that either I can't share them because you really have to look in a booklet, they're
It's,
not always intuitive,
it's
or they're just beautiful and they speak to me only. So I have a few that I haven't shared with my live
Now
audience.
this one is a tarot deck, which I don't know the tarot. I'd love to learn it. But I have one, an oracle deck just like that. It's from Khalil Gibran's The Prophet, which was a book I loved. So when I saw the deck, I had to have it, but it's one of those where I just use it for myself. It's too complicated to share.
Yeah. And I have a few that I use, like in particular, Alana Fairchild's. She's got really quite elaborate
I want the Rumi
healing.
Oracle by her.
I
I
have
want
the
that one.
Rumi
Do
one, and
you?
I have I forget
I
what they're
almost bought
called.
it that day too, and
Crystal,
now
the
I wish I had.
mandala crystals, and I have the
Yes.
wild woman, and I have quite a few. But she's got quite elaborate healing processes that I think are best done when you are on your own. Okay, back to, do you want me to use all the decks or just
Yes.
again, or?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. So take two of June. So using the Daily Light Oracle and just pulling another card after we've had this beautiful session with Matt and Blossom's beautiful music and Carly's out of this world divine angelic drawing. What else do we need to know about June and the rest of June? And the affirmation card is, I love being healthy and wealthy. So being in a state of health and wealth, and just know that everything that is meant for you will find you, and that just being you is enough, and looking after yourself. So that's very much the Cancer energy, actually, that is coming forth from the 21st of June onwards. We're in Cancer season, and it's about really looking after yourself. And I can relate to that because in my birth chart, Cancer is in my second house of money. So I'm going to claim the wealthy part. That sounds beautiful.
I like that.
Um, so I'm going to be then pulling from the Time Travelers,
So beautiful.
which I believe is Denise Lind's latest deck. And I have quite a few of hers as well.
Now, how do you pick your decks? Like, do you just walk in
Very
somewhere?
intuitively, very intuitively. So I've been called for a little while to get a deck on ancient Egypt. But one that I really felt I needed to be simple enough to be used with my live audience. So not too much, not going too deep into ancient Egypt mythology, and just, something that you'd really need almost to work your way through. So, and I just received really quite guidance, but I've really slowed down the pace because I was going quite at a big pace of ordering literally every week. And now I haven't ordered, I think, for a couple of months.
I did a
Just
lot of damage when Hay House has their 50% off. I was doing a lot of damage there every year. And honestly, the
very nice.
first few decks I bought, I don't even think I look at them. I was thinking one day, I was like, maybe I should give them away. But then I thought, maybe they'll call to me
So
because
you
I,
come and go. So unfortunately, I don't have enough space to display all of my decks. So last Monday, I brought the hidden, forgotten one, because they're like in the bag in my wardrobe cupboard, and they don't often see the light of day. They do, but very sporadically compared to the others that are on the bookshelves by my side of the bed. So I do feel that I need to keep all of them because it's like a collection, a journey of
yes,
where I've been through. And I do feel
love
that
that.
a particular deck will bring you a pointed energy that you need at any given time. And that energy might come back later on and be,
I
relevant.
love that you said that because one of the decks I bought early on was Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animals, and I never looked at it until recently because a turtle, a snapping turtle, appeared on the road in front of me, not far from my house. And then the next day, I saw another turtle. I'm like, I've never seen turtles on this road. I know they're around and I know that it's their time of year. But I'm like, let me pull out the deck and see what she says about the turtle. So, yeah, I love that you said that because all of a sudden I had an interest in this deck again that I hadn't looked at for the longest time.
Yeah, so I've gone through times where like I've been obsessed with a particular deck, like it really spoke to me, and then it gets to, and I go through life very much this way. I find a new modality, so I learn something, and I'm like completely, I go through the stage of immersion, and I'm
Yes.
like obsessed, and then it's almost like it's brought me everything that I needed to know at this time, and I'm ready to move on.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing. I feel the same way about crystals. Like I went through a point where I was so engrossed in everything. I mean, I still love them, but I don't go shopping for them like I used to. But I was so engrossed in that. And I'm sure, Blossom, that's kind of the same with you and music too. I mean, I see your beautiful. Please show everyone what you bought recently if you have it nearby.
Which one?
What you bought recently. The beautiful little the violin. I mean the the harp, the violin.
Oh, can
I'm
I just
stuck on the
show you
V.
this first?
Oh, what is that?
It's a kookaburra
Oh
pin.
my God, oh, it's
My,
horrible.
it's my dad.
Oh, I love it.
My
Where did
dad's
you
spirit animal.
find
Yeah.
it?
When I saw it online, I had to get it.
Oh, I
It's
love
just so
that.
beautiful. Yeah.
Love it.
So my harp. Oh, let me go and get it.
Your harp. I said your violin. Not you have to get a violin next, okay? But Natalie,
um,
go ahead.
and then I'm going to, so I've put two cards whilst we were chatting from the Time Travelers for the rest of June, and it's a card of trust and it's a card of courage. So
I can't put my
interestingly, the
headphone
chat
on, so
that
I
I
won't be
did, the
able to
live
hear
that
anything
I
you
did
say.
last night, oh my God, okay,
So this is my harp, and it's beautiful.
wow. Can you play a few
Put it
notes?
back now so I can put my headphone back on.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
And I know for Carly, besides card decks, there's that mug collection, which I'm a little jealous of because I'm a huge coffee drinker. So, you know, I'm little envious of that mug collection you've got going on.
Do you know, my neurospicy brain, I have a collection of mugs, a collection of cards, a collection of sound healing instruments, a collection of art supplies, a collection of books. Like, what the hell? I don't have that one thing. I'm like everything. But yeah, my mug collection is next level, I have to say.
Well, it's like Natalie said, you get stuck on this one thing and you immerse yourself. I think we all do, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Um,
Natalie, I'm sorry we interrupted you.
that's
Sorry.
okay, not to worry. So this trust and courage, I was going to say, I did the live that I did last night, that was more of a teaching session or exploring a theme together, was all about how to navigate slow times. And what came through very strongly is how and I actually read channeled words about June and how it might seem like on the surface there's nothing going on, but that there is actually a lot going on. So I think for those of you who feel, oh my God, I'm so stuck, nothing is happening, it's telling you to, to keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep taking small action steps and to trust in while it is unfolding and to see the power in silence. So yeah, it's such a relevant few words that I shared that I just really feel we, when I read them, a lot of people could really relate to that.
I can
So let's,
definitely relate to that. The power of silence. It's funny. Oh, that's one of my favorite decks. That one I actually have. I was going to say about
okay,
the
and I
power
have
of
also the
silence.
ancient stones, I have Work Your Light, I have the star seeds.
Wow, you have them all. You do.
Yeah, I don't love all of her because I prefer like stronger, warmer colors, and she's very much in a very light blue and pink. She's not what I rock really, but
And I
the
love that
healing
calming blue hue.
yeah, but the ancient stones I particularly love. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards from the healing waters. Okay, everyone is. I'm trying to. There's a cat trying to get in, a dog trying to get out.
Mutiny.
And first card is called the Pearl, and it's about alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. So June could be showing you the road is the road forward much more clearly, and see and show you how far you've come so far in what is only 5 months and a bit, but might appear, a lot more, a lot longer. And it's going to start really giving you some very clear signals that, you're on your way. And then this is one called On Call, and it is a healer, a seer, priest, priestess, and soul purpose. So it's, again, Cancer is a very emotive, very emotional, very much connected to your inner life. So I feel many of us are going to be able to access more of our inner seer and our psychic abilities. And
Oh, so
then
it's the perfect time for me to learn how to read cards.
Yes, and you will. And then I do have that one, obviously, which I love because I love animals, so I have many animals deck. But this is one together with Jessica Rue, whose deck I can't remember the name of, Garden Wardens or something like that, is beautiful as well because it combines all of the plants and the animals for each card. It's very beautiful. Okay, so let's see what the spirit animals want to tell us about the rest of June.
There is an Insight Timer teacher who doesn't do lives, but she has a book that combines crystals with, with archangels, and I love her deck.
Oh,
Margaret Ann Limbo.
okay. So the dove spirit, be peace.
Beautiful.
So peace in your life, peace in, with others, and really get yourself to sort of really be in that state of just allowing, the flow that we had in the first card that we pulled at the beginning of a session, the flow, the ease, allow all of that. And then this is the buffalo spirit. And it's all about the abundant universe will provide.
Can you tell me the number on the card? I can't see it from here.
The number is 10.
Oh, 10, okay.
So it's like a one, like a new beginning, basically. And that's very much what it feels with June, because even though the energy is meant to ramp up, and if you know about your astrology, the next big astrological headline and event is Uranus moving from very slow earthy Taurus into Gemini. Violet.
I know, I love it. And I have to ask you real quick. Madeline says, what was the other card with a ship?
It was the card of trust.
Trust.
So that also means trusting what is calling you. It's like you setting off, going on an adventure, doing things differently. We were talking at the beginning in the first card that I pulled about answering the call of joy, of what has been calling you, diving in. And
my word of the year is joy. I love it.
Yeah, and I think this card is very much saying time to go and explore, time to go and be adventurous and do things differently and trust yourself.
Awesome. Love it. All right, ladies, we've been here almost 2 hours. So I think we are going to wrap up. Does anybody want to add anything before we go? Let me just check the chat really quick here. For those of you who are just joining us, the chat is not working on Insight Timer, and I believe it's got something to do with a server error. It's not an Insight Timer issue, but like a huger issue. John writes, I didn't know of Zoe, never got to see any of her work, heard about her in another live. May she rest in peace. Thank you for sharing that, John. And we did Blossom played one of her tracks earlier. And let me just scroll back up. I think I'm sort of caught up on the chat. Sort of. All right, ladies, if you want to share, I did share what you've got going on, but if you want to share again, I'm happy to pop that card up on screen now that I know how to do that. I'm going to start, let's see, we'll go in order. Whose live is coming up next? Okay, Blossom, you have a live tomorrow for me, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm putting the card there. There it is.
Thank you. That's Sydney, Australia time tomorrow, Saturday at 10 a.m. And thank you very much for organizing this, Violet. It's so beautiful. It's always beautiful to be here, and the energy is absolutely amazing. And those wings, Carly, they
They're
are
stunning.
incredible. And that glow, I just, wow.
I love it.
The
Like,
energy
I can't stop looking at it.
I know.
love
I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't stop playing with it. But yeah, I have to say, I am loving.
Best one so far.
I have to say, I am loving how it's come
I
out.
agree, Jordan. It is
Especially
the
now that
best
I've
one.
added the glow to her
If
as
you
well.
can see it in person, you can really feel the energy.
Mm.
and
It's
see how beautiful-
amazing just from where we're looking at it. It's amazing. I can't even imagine what it must be like in person. Such a gift. Beautiful.
And Natalie, thank you too for your intuitive reading.
Yes.
My pleasure.
I need to learn a lot from you, Natalie. All right, let's see. The next live is, it says June 14th, 7:30 p.m. for me, and that is Carly's. Carly's with Jordan.
Yeah, and hopefully they fix the comment section, because we're not going to be able to do messages if we don't have comments, because
No.
we won't be able to get anybody to answer us.
You can just talk to each other.
I
Let
know,
everybody
but that kind of
let
defeats the
everybody
purpose of
eavesdrop.
it. I can talk to him anytime.
I know, right? Yes, but you're gonna let the rest of us eavesdrop. That's the difference.
Yeah,
You can
okay, true.
So that must have started pretty recently with
It
Glitch, because my
started
session
today.
was last night, 7
Yeah,
p.m. my time,
it
and
was
that was
today.
absolutely perfect.
About 2:15 p.m. Eastern time for me. Dakota sent me an email that she was about to go live and could I help her figure out why she couldn't get in. So I tried to get in and I said to her, it's not you. It's like it logged everybody out. And if you tried to log back in, it just kept saying you had an error. Then I tried logging in as a user. I couldn't get in at all. There was one live going on at the time, and that I was like, well, once that live ends, that's going to be it. But about 40 minutes later, right before Dakota went live, it came back up. However, the chat was just not working, and it hasn't been working since. But at least we got to go live.
It has been playing up for a while, because I did a sound session a couple of weeks ago and the comments weren't coming up then.
You know, you're right, because I remember this week I was at a couple of lives where I had to leave and come back to see the chat. You're right.
Yeah. There was a massive delay in some of the comments.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm done. She's got her stars.
All right, and the next,
So beautiful.
next live I have is yours, Natalie. And for me, it says June 15th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tell us about your weekly soul energy reading. I don't think I've been to one. Natalie?
Sorry. Are you talking to me?
Yes. I said, tell us
Are
about
you
your
talking to
weekly
me?
soul. Yeah, you talking to me? Your weekly soul energy reading. What are they about?
Oh, so that's a card reading. So I've just read. So it's twice during my Monday. So once is 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
In the morning, and that's 8 p.m. like your time, roughly on a Sunday. So it's particularly good for the US. So it's a mix of, it's an hour and a half, what often goes to 2 hours.
I'm
So
sure.
it's a mix of looking at the astrology for that week or for the month or whatever is relevant, and then we look at collective energy, and then I do personal reading, and it is full on basically, and then I do it again. I come back for more, and I do the same at 7 p.m. my Monday time, which is like 11 a.m. in Europe and South Africa on the Monday. And so it's good, it's good for that. And as I said, I've been trialing, I've done 2 sessions on the theme of navigating slow times, where we discuss what these slow times can give you as opportunities. We're trying to look at the other way, then we look at coping mechanisms and really the magic that can unfold out of that. So I'm actually thinking of these 2 talks where, so one I did for the US time zone and the other one for the European time zone, and they were so well received that I'm actually thinking of turning them into 30-minute standalone talks so that I can incorporate what I brought in and then what everyone else who was live brought in as their way of coping, their wisdom, and I can hopefully share that. So that's something else that I'm thinking of doing.
Nice, I love it. All right, so I exited the chat to try and go back in, and I just realized because our 2 hours are up, I can't get back in, so I can no longer see any chat. So if anyone's typing anything in the chat and I'm not responding, that's why. Right. So I guess our time is up, as much as I enjoy this. And again, I just want to remind people that someone in Zoe's family or friend did start a GoFundMe for her family. That link, you can find it in the link in my teacher's profile, because I obviously can't share links here. But if you go there, you'll find it. If you want to donate to her, you can listen to her tracks. I'm sure you can donate to her profile. However, as other people have pointed out, that may take a little longer for, the legal process to get it to her family. So if you want to donate to their GoFundMe, that link is also available. Carly, that picture, I just can't get over it.
Yeah.
Wow. It is
Design.
absolutely stunning. She has a
Oh.
picture somewhere of her in this tutu where she puts stars around it. And when you said you were putting stars, it made me think of that. I have to send you that
Oh, really?
picture.
I'll have to go and find it and see. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really happy with how it's come out and that I could capture what I feel the essence of what we were trying to, get across for Zoe's memory today. So
Absolutely beautiful. So stunning. Thank you, everyone, for all the hearts. I see the hearts, even though we can't chat with you in the chat. It's nice to see the hearts because we know you're there and we love that you're all here with us. Thank you, everyone who joined us. I see my little bubbles popping around there. So a lot of you who joined are still here, and that is awesome.
Yeah, thank you. And that link that Violet was mentioning, it's also on my teacher's profile as well.
Yes, absolutely. And does anyone have anything they want to add before we leave?
just thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I want definitely, when you're done with your beautiful picture, I need a copy. I need you to
Yes.
scan me a copy.
No, I need to get on to doing the other 2. I'm sorry, Blossom, I haven't finished yours. I need to add your little headdress thing
Oh, no
and then get it all sent out. I put it safely away so I wouldn't get it destroyed while I was doing other projects and then forgot about it. I'll be honest, I forgot about it. So I need to get onto it.
All right. No rush.
I need you to do another version of mine with this hair.
Oh, I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you. I went to get keratin in my hair. For anybody who's in here and doesn't know the story, and keratin can sometimes lift the color out of your hair. It literally turned me into a somewhat of a blonde. And I was like, I could work with it. But, I've got my beautiful Carly photo with my dark hair, and I'm like, I'm going to need a summer version of it now. All right, everyone. So we will see you next week for the musicians live. And I'm hoping to catch some of your lives this weekend. Again, I'm headed to Pennsylvania tomorrow. I can't wait to go spend some time with my grandbabies again. Thank you, everyone who joined us. Thank you for
Thank you,
helping us
everyone.
send
Thank
love
you,
to
everyone.
Zoe and her
Thanks.
family. and we will chat soon.